Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the fantastic yomi, daily Talmud every single day. We are on page 16, Masechet Kiddushin. At the moment, that naturally in Hebrew, Tet Zayin. It's a very interesting daf. We're talking all about servants. It could be a Jewish servant or a Jewish maid we're speaking about. We know naturally that a Jewish servant will only be obligated to work up to 6 years. And if on the 7th year he'd want to continue working in the avodah for his master, he would have to have a piercing on his ear and within regards to by the door and everything else, and will eventually be set free in the Yovel Jubilee year. So what's very interesting is that we're talking about a Jewish girl over here in today's Talmud, and one of the ways that she will be released from her servitude will be upon reaching physical maturity over here. So what is this, friends, physical maturity? How does the Talmud in those times define this? So when the Gemara actually uses the expression called Simanim, what is that? She has to show signs, that is to say, signs of physical maturity over there. She could be a young girl that was put in. This was practiced in Talmudic times and not now, especially in the Western world. Generally speaking, this refers to the appearance of public hairs. In the terminology of the Gemara, they call it shtei sa'arot over here. That means 2 hairs in English, translated. Every child, obviously, naturally, is going to differ in the physical development as a general thing. There's no precise time when these specific signs, simanim, is going to appear. It could be 11, 12 years old, whatever it might be. The age that they that it will appear depends on various different factors. For example, family genetic history. That's one crucial point. Issues within regards to the weather and the climate and all those things, and nutrition. People eat. We know that dieting can actually make a difference with appearance, as many of the nutritionists and doctors would say. However, there's an average definition time where we anticipate that these simanim is going to come, as the Talmud, the Gemara itself, is going to actually state what it is. If they appear earlier, they will not be seen as a true indicator of physical maturity. So imagine if it happens at 10 or something, you could argue that it won't be. Okay, so what's interesting is a recent and Ama Ivriya, this is a Jewish maidservant, leaves a house with the appearance of Simanim. Why is it she's freed at that stage in time? It's because the true purpose of such an arrangement, if you've got a Jewish maidservant coming to the master and everything else, because in those times it was that the master would have his actual son himself marry her, or he himself would. This was in Talmudic times. Obviously, different laws are enshrined in all the countries nowadays, and very much rightly so. Okay, so if in an ideal world, naturally, if the betrothal has not taken place by the time she is old enough to be married at that stage in time, remember back in those days, people didn't wait till 30, 40 years old to get married. They got married at a younger age. It was very, very common in the Talmudic time period, especially in Babel, I would assume. So once she would be old enough to get married at that point in time in society, she is expected, then at that stage she can leave the house. The Torah concludes actually from Pasuk in Parshat Mishpatim in the middle of Sefer Shemot, V'yatzeh hinam en keser. She goes free without any payment being made. So she is free when the Simanim comes, according especially to this Pasuk. This is in Masechet Kiddushin. We are in page 16. Please watch over the previous videos, previous installments here in this Masechet. This is the 15th video. I'm wishing you a fantastic day from Israel. And remember, you've got the picture, the Ben Ish Chai's Hilula is tonight. Famous rabbi from Baghdad, Chacham Yosef Chaim. It's his Hilula tonight. So please light candles in his memory. And I'm wishing you a fantastic day from Israel. Take care.